24 years, Vince. Itatapon mo lang yun ng basta-basta.
We haven't seen Chardawn together again in a long time.
Nasa langit lamang tayo maaari magsama.
Don's a wonderful person. He's a very nice person to be with.
Ako na lang ulit.
Welcome back to MYX Movie Date. Fans of Richard Gomez, Don Zulueta, and Bea Alonzo, ito na ang inaabangan yung pagsama-sama ng tatlong bigating stars na ito. But before we show you our MYX-exclusive interviews with them, let's first get to hear from the Love Affairs director, Direk Noel Naval.
When your perfect love is not what it seems.
You're cheating on me with my best friend.
Vince, I'm sorry.
You're the one that never lets me sleep.
Addie, I'm sorry. It was a mistake. I didn't do it to hurt you. It just happened.
Gusto mo yun, pinili mo yun, at gusto mong ulitin.
Does a broken heart set you free?
I'd like to describe it as a relationship story. Parang every one of us, parang dumadaan tayo sa we all love, 'di ba? So parang parang part of the relationship is love, and parang part of loving is experiencing pain.
Does getting lost give you a way to find yourself?
Kaya ko ba?
Kaya mo. You're stronger than you think.
Addie, kapag nasa tubig ka, makakalimutan mo lahat ng sakit, lahat ng problema mo.
Talaga? Pati problema pag-ibig? Hindi mo na ba talaga kayang mahalin yung asawa mo?
24 years, Vince. Itatapon mo lang yun ng basta-basta.
Naisip mo ba yan? Nang ginawa mo yung ginawa mo?
When you experience pain, there should be forgiveness para you can move on and be happy. Parang doon nag-aano yung story namin. It's about pain, forgiveness, and eventually looking for your own happiness.
Trisha, hindi ko na kaya.
I'm sorry, Vince. Mahal pa rin kita.
Hindi nawawala ang chemistry nila. It's sabi ko nga, the way I describe it, parang electricity eh. Pagka nag-eksena sila, parang everything seems so smooth and easy.
For the older generation, itong Chardawn talaga ang isa sa pinakapatok na love team back in the early 90s. Pero for the younger generation naman, especially sa mga Casniel fans, ay kilala natin sila for their roles in 2014's She's Dating the Gangster. But now they are reuniting once again, and it looks like the sparks have never left.
Well, a lot has changed. I mean, he's married and I'm married. I mean, we've been, apart for how many years, having our own lives already. But I think the nice thing about it is that we've remained friends. And there's still much that we can share together, as far as our experiences are concerned. And we are able to bring that out when we're portraying the character or the roles that we portray together.
Kami ni Don, we were in a relationship before. We were on for a couple of years, and then we had to split up, but we still continued doing movies together. And eventually we became good friends, and up to now we're still good friends.
I will never forget the very first blockbuster movie that I top-billed along with Richard Gomez, and that was Hihintayin Kita sa Langit. I think those were my breakthroughs in my career as when I was starting off back then in the 90s.
Carmina, kundi dahil sa'yo, patagal na ako nagpakamatay. Nabubuhay lang ako para sa'yo. Dahil sa'yo. Mahal na mahal kita, Carmina. Mahal mo rin ba ako?
Mga bata pa lang tayo. Minahal na kita.
Si Don's a wonderful person. He's a very nice person to be with. She's the type of person you can share a lot of good and happy moments together.
Well, my fondest memories of working with Richard have always been to do with yung pagka-kengkoy niya. Palabiro, he's a joker on the set, And that hasn't changed. Ganun pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. It's always still fun working with him.
Kasi ganun akong klaseng artista eh. I'm not the type of actor na I carry the role all throughout the set. You know? When the scene is done, I step out of that character and I just be myself. Siguro kaya yung approach ko lagi dun sa character ko na pinoportray, not just for this movie but for other movies, laging fresh, laging approach.
I think what's special about it is that it has become our reunion movie, Richard and I, as a love team this time. Reunion movie in over the last 24 years na love team kami. So that, and of course the fact that we are working also with the movie queen of this generation, Bea Alonzo.
It's so nice to see na after all these years, they're still good friends, and I'm sure they will always have a special something for each other. But of course, the love affair stars another heavyweight actress who has been hailed as the queen of movies of the new generation, Miss Bea Alonzo.
I know I'm his wife. But who are you? Sino ka pa talaga sa buhay ng asawa ko?
I'm the one who's putting him back together because you broke him.
First time ko nabigyan ng role na actually yung struggles ng age ko yung pinag-uusapan. Kasi normally, I get roles that are older than me. And this one, parang mas nakarelate ako because of her personal struggles na napagdaanan ko in the past.
She has been the envy of many women with her history of leading men such as John Lloyd Cruz, Ding Dong Dantes, Sam Milby, Derek Ramsey, and now Richard Gomez.
No, I'm just really blessed na pinagkakatiwalaan ako ng Star Cinema at ng ABS-CBN to do projects like these.
Ano dapat kong gawin?
Ako na to eh, Bash. Ako naman may kailangan ng panahon ngayon.
Kasi at some point of our lives, lahat tayo naggaling sa at may pinagdaan ng breakup eh. So, feeling ko doon tayo pinaka-nakaka-relate dun sa pain of having to leave somebody or pain of having to face breaking up. Siyempre yung famous na ako na lang ulit.
Sana ako pa rin. Ako na lang. Ako na lang ulit.
Oh, lovely. I enjoy Bea. It's just too bad that I only had one scene with her. But that just one scene that I had with her was so memorable, and I really think that she's such a good actress.
I remember, siguro, it was in the last 5 or 6 years when I said first that one day I'd like to work with Bea. And now it's happening.
Ano sila eh, yung you know that they care about each other and they're sweet, but as friends na lang, ang ganda na na-maintain nila yung ganong yung relationship nila na gano'n. Na parang minsan iniisip ko, sana one day, when we're older, maybe si John Lloyd or si Sam or yung mga naka-love team ko before. But most importantly, syempre si John Lloyd because he's the one naman na matagal ko nang nakakatrabaho. Sana ganun kami, yung ganun ka playful at ganun ka kataas yung respeto sa bawat isa.
So do you guys want more Chardawn and Bea Alonzo? Tune in again next week for part 2 of the Love Affair special. And may makakausap naman tayong younger stars who are starting to make memes for themselves. Welcome back to MYX Movie Date.
Last week, we showed you our interviews with the lead stars and director of Star Cinema's latest movie, The Love Affair, including Richard Gomez, Don Zulueta, and Bea Alonzo.
Ngayon naman, we put the spotlight on the young actors na kasama rin sa movie.
Let us start off with 1/5 of Gimme 5, Grae Fernandez.
Of course, we all know Grae can sing and dance, but now he's venturing into acting.
Saan kaya niya nakuha ang love niya for acting? Sa dad niya kayang si Mark Anthony Fernandez?
He's very proud of me po. Sinasabi niya po na good job if I do a good job, and palagi niya ako in-encourage sa mga ginagawa ko po. Kasi siya po talagang inspiration ko pagiging artista. At gusto ko mas makakita pa po ko ng tao as an actor din po. Para mas versatile. When I go on the set, palagi kong nakikita sila early. Like, sobrang professional nila. At ang babait po nila. Sobrang, you don't feel na sobrang taas na nilang artista.
It's interesting because, of course, when I look at the kids these days, especially sina Manolo, sina James, sina Grae, I remember when I used to also be their age. I was 15 years old, 16, 17, and I was just, you know, breaking into the film industry, and how innocent I was. But, you know, the kids also these days, they're also different because parang they have more awareness as compared to the way it was during my time. But I feel that they need more guidance now.
From Grae, we move on to another teen star na may heartthrob reputation na rin.
Nako, itong si Manolo Pedrosa, naalala ko when we guested him for MYX Olympics.
Naglaro na siya.
Oo, sobrang nagkakagulo lahat ng tao, and every time they come out dito sa MYX, nagtitrend tayo on Twitter, which is good. So, ibig sabihin, feeling ko malakas talaga ang hatak nito ni Manolo, even for this movie.
So, kilalanin pa natin siya, guys. Let's go!
Ayun po, nagulat po kasi syempre kasama ko mga veteran, so medyo kinakabahan po ako na, especially may scene po kami ni Tito Richard na one-on-one lang, so medyo kinakabahan po ako sa scene na yun.
It's nice. Makes you feel young also, and because of that, it's just basically fun to work with them.
When I got to know them more, sobrang bait po nila. Mas naalala po si Tito Richard pag between takes po, sobrang kulit niya. As in, minsan kakatawa na siya bigla, sasayaw na lang bigla, so nakakawala ng kaba.
When I look at the kids these days, I feel so protective about their innocence, you know. Parang don't rush to you know, grow up. I keep telling my children that also. Enjoy it. I remember also when I was like that. And I was rushing to grow up, and now that I'm in my 40s, I look back and sometimes I think, I wish I had really just enjoyed it while it was there, diba? So, trust me, you know, I tell them, when you get to be my age, you really will look back and miss these times. So relish it, you know, and enjoy it. Be there in the moment, diba? Enjoy the moment.
The future is bright for these two, and we expect to see more of them soon.